up, dummies? We got another scary compilation to watch. This one shows a little girl in like a little walker walking into a dark room. Do not watch this video alone. These are gonna be some scary clips. Get ready. All right, here's the first clip.
On July 28th of 2024, a certain video was shared among many residents of a town where something quite peculiar had taken place.
What
it
is
happened
this?
right outside someone's house at around 7 p.m. Those who live here had thankfully caught the event on camera via surveillance footage.
Okay.
But the video itself is just part of the reason why neighbors are concerned. Whatever happened here had sent someone to the hospital. It was immediately after knowing this that residents of this neighborhood became terrified.
Okay.
The following is what was captured.
All right,
Watch.
let's see. Okay, so there's a guy walking into a house. Is he like breaking into that house or something? Was he not supposed to be in there? Something creepy's about to happen, I know. What? Yeah! What just happened? Something flew towards the... Did y'all see that? What the... People are coming over to help him. We got dogs barking and stuff. People don't know what happened.
It was immediately after being knocked out by something that two people, presumably friends or relatives, come over to assist the man.
How?
Accompanying them is a dog that for some reason heads over to the spot where the object had seemingly flown from.
Okay.
It isn't clear why the dog had gone there first, but viewers think that maybe it was seeing something no one else could.
Wow, dude.
Although quite strange.
That is really weird. The thing that hit the guy came from this area, and the dog immediately ran over to this area. Why did that dog go over there? I mean, I have cats, and normally, like, when I'm laying down in bed with my cats, sometimes I see them looking around in the air, and I'm like, what are you looking at? I think cats and dogs and animals in general can see things that humans actually can't see. So this is very weird.
What occurred before that's most baffling? What looks like a flying object appears to strike the man from inside the house.
Wow.
Now, it's worth noting that he's okay, but he did need a couple of stitches afterwards.
He had to get some
But strangely,
stitches.
he doesn't recall what happened. This whole incident is a blur to him as the impact was intense.
He doesn't remember it.
Not much else is known about this occurrence, except that it took place in Colombia. But like most videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions.
Bro, that is so weird. Why would the dog run over there like as if he knew something Yeah, there's something paranormal going on right there, dude. That's weird. All right, this is the next clip right here. Number 8. We got 8 more to look at.
It's nighttime in the following footage when a baby monitor inside a child's crib captures something that its parents have been worried about. It was all caught on the night of October 23rd of 2023. Suffice to say, their concerns have intensified after seeing what was captured. Even worse is that after this incident, their oldest child, who's only a year older, did this. Now, before showing the clip, it's worth noting that they were being babysat by a relative who recorded the whole incident.
Okay.
Take a look.
Okay, this is what we saw in the thumbnail. Okay, we got a cute little baby going into a dark room.
Cheyenne.
What? What is the baby looking at?
Cheyenne.
What is the baby looking at? The baby's like trying to grab something and
Now,
starts
what's concerning
crying.
about this is that the parents have seen this behavior before in the house they used to live in.
What?
The house in question is where this footage took place, and it's
my
what
God,
happens
there's
in it
another
that
one.
made them move out. Living in
Okay.
their old home, their children used to stare at things that didn't appear to be there.
What?
Sometimes they would start crying after staring at nothing. Something was upsetting them, but the parents weren't sure what exactly that
This is
was
creepy, dude.
until they saw this. After watching countless recordings from the baby monitor inside their youngest child's crib, one video caught their attention. The following is that video.
Oh God.
Watch.
Okay, so the baby's sleeping. It's literally like not like 4 a.m. right now. Apparently there's something. Hell no. No, bro. No. Don't tell me the baby wakes up. If the baby wakes up, there's definitely something up here. Did you see that shadow? Oh God. Shadow's over there now. Looking over the baby. Yo.
It's for this reason, among others, that the family has moved out of this house.
So this is the same family. This baby right here, this is a video from a long time ago. They moved out of this house because of this video. They saw their baby getting tracked by a spirit. So then they moved out, and then the video of the girl looking in the dark room, that was their other daughter that happened in their new house. What is following you guys, dude?
Believe that what was captured had been the spirit or entity that's been upsetting their children.
Gotta be.
Replaying the footage, one can tell that this black shadowy mass is anything but a person.
Yeah, it's
the way it glides
definitely
past
not.
the crib and the fact that it flies towards the ceiling suggests that this was something else.
Yeah, it was moving so smooth too. Like a human would be like bouncing and stuff like that. That thing moves so smooth.
Whatever this might
bro.
have been, the parents hope that it hasn't made its way into their new home. If so, then they don't know what else to do.
Yeah,
For now, the family continues to share videos of paranormal happenings from their past home in the hopes that someone could explain what's happening and see if anything must be done to keep them safe.
I have no idea what's going on in that family, bro. You guys got some bad energy. All right, number 7. We got 7 more clips. Do not be your pants. I'm
In the
close.
following video, a teenage boy and his family are taking a tour of a new house they had just moved into.
Okay. They're doing a tour of a new house. That's happy. That's fun.
The family in this footage hasn't had the chance to check out their new home until now. So naturally, out of excitement, they bring a camera to record this moment. But unbeknownst to them, this special occasion would suddenly turn creepy.
Oh,
it would be
gosh.
at this house they recently called home where something very strange happens.
Oh, God.
The following is their footage. Take a look.
Oh, God. All right, let's see. So, they're going up the steps. They're all happy. New house. New vibes. Don't tell me.
Just take this off.
This is gonna be creepy, bro. Oh, God.
Oh, no, I can't take this off. The lift I can't take it off.
Does this guy not know how to record? Okay, we can see something. We can see him going up the steps.
This is dark.
Oh, he's up the camera.
Okay. Where's the creepy part?
Where is it?
Oh, God.
We could throw a movie in this house, man.
I know.
There's an attic. No! Why are you going in the attic? No, 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 no. That's your first
Attic?
mistake.
Acting now. You wanna go in there?
Let's scream. Let's
That's the attic?
Well, you wanna go in there?
I want to see what's...
Out of nowhere, the sound of a screaming child is heard from somewhere inside the house.
What?
Realizing that no one else was home except an older relative, they bolt out as fast as possible, knowing that
Wait, it was the guy and his 2 kids all looking at the attic, and then they heard a kid scream downstairs. He only has 2 kids. What?
what just happened was not normal. Either a child from outside the house had screamed, or,
It didn't s-
as viewers believe, something else was captured.
It's just weird that it happened right when they were looking at the attic. There must have been like a spirit that lived in the attic.
Listening closely, the scream seems to have come from inside the house, but strangely, there hadn't been another child inside. If no other kid was present, then who was heard on camera?
Who did that?
With no further updates or videos from this family, it remains unknown as to who or even what
Dude, they
had
didn't-
spooked them.
They haven't made any updates. They haven't said anything since. They moved into the house with the spirit and got... Bro, that's why you haven't heard from them, bro. They're cooked. All right, this is the next one. Number 6. Come on, come on, come on. Try not to get scared. I'm
On the
not gonna
rocky
get scared.
cliffs of an ocean side,
promise.
a very peculiar video was taken.
Okay.
The video itself starts off by showing a scenic view of the ocean, but apparently, it wouldn't just be the ocean that astounds the person recording, but rather something else. They hadn't noticed what was captured until much later, and they were left even
Did
more
that
than
thing
else.
just say,
They hadn't noticed.
life sucks? That's such a bad mindset. Life is so good. I love life. I love life. Whoever
What
put
was
that is
captured
dumb. All right,
until
let's
much
see.
later, and they were left even more spooked after learning that this place has had many people pass away, specifically from jumping off.
What?
Nicole, the person who took this, explains what she captured. Take a look.
Let's see.
Rewatching this video I took of the ocean, and I just now realized I captured a voice. Clearly, it's not my voice.
A voice clear as day is heard on camera. No one else had been around, which rules out the possibility of this being said by someone close.
There was nobody with her. She was just by herself, and then somebody was talking, but she didn't hear them talking in the moment. She only heard it when she looked back at the video.
Even weirder is that the voice sounds staticky, giving it a robotic quality.
It does sound like, look at it, man. Look at it. It sounds like an alien.
From Australian to that of a pirate's voice,
Yeah.
viewers believe that this may have been the spirit of someone who unfortunately passed away on this spot. Just like Nicole, they too might have been enjoying the view.
That's also something very weird to say. Look at it, mate. It's the ocean. Yeah, of course it's the ocean. Like, that's something a 2-year-old kid would say. Oh, it's the ocean. Yeah, like, so that had to have
But
been
whether
some
ghost or
ghosts.
not, the voice alone is quite strange and continues to baffle Nicole to this day.
Look at it, mate. It's the ocean. All right, next one, number 5. We're now on to the top 5 scariest videos on the internet.
Now the following video comes from Isabel Riley, who no doubt believes that she may have evidence of something that can't be explained. The video she's made shows this evidence, which was captured by her boss, who later shared it with her. According to her boss, he was at a restaurant in New Orleans known as Antoine's. Now at this restaurant, there's a huge wine cellar with hundreds, if not thousands of wine bottles worth millions. So, out of curiosity, he checks it out. But if only he knew what was down there, he wouldn't have gone. While being in the cellar, he snaps a couple of photos, some of which show the owner of the restaurant who is giving him a tour. In one photo, we see the restaurant owner on his laptop, who apparently was placing bids for more wines during an online auction.
Okay.
The boss takes a few more photos and then leaves the restaurant before calling it a day. The next morning, he's on his phone looking at his camera roll when he notices something odd in one of the pictures that he took. Isabel presents those images.
Okay.
Take a look.
So this is the first picture that he showed me from the wine cellar. You
Okay.
can see this guy who is on his laptop at auction doing
When I
whatever.
first saw this, I thought this was a person peeking, but no, it's just like a hung up jacket. I got so scared. So this is the owner of the wine shop right here on his computer. Nothing weird.
And here is the next picture that he took.
What?
So we all see that. That is a full body apparition.
What?
Looks like a woman in this like black Victorian dress. And when I was showed this, I genuinely had full body chills.
What is that?
This is insane.
How did he not
I've never seen
notice?
anything like this. And I need to not be alone in seeing this because holy.
Unlike anything Isabel
Holy
has ever
crap.
seen, a seemingly
gonna
full-bodied apparition appears clear as day in the pic. A cursed image
looks
is
like
what some
Betty
believe this might
Crocker,
be.
bro.
Others, however, have no idea what was captured.
looks like
If only 2 people had been in the cellar, then who was the third person?
Yeah, who
and
is
why do they
that
appear to be
old
dressed in clothes that seem to have come from the 1800s?
That does look like
They or it were nowhere in sight when the photo was taken.
maybe she was
It's for this reason
buried
that
down
Isabel's
there.
boss is certain that something ghostly was caught.
Like maybe
Whether
back
a
in the
ghost
day
or
she
something
was
else,
buried
viewers
down
can't help
there.
but feel immensely uneasy when looking at this pic.
And then they
They
built.
don't know why, but something about it disturbs them.
Yeah, that's
While
creepy.
Isabel has yet to figure out what was captured, viewers are certain that this was paranormal.
Dude.
But as always, let me know your thoughts on this
Bro,
one.
what if she was buried down there a long time ago, and then they built a wine cellar underground because that's what they do, but then they didn't know that there was like a graveyard right next to it. Oh my god, dude. All right, number
Thursday
4.
night, somewhere in Florida, 2 friends decide to record themselves at a slumber party when
Slumber
something pretty
party?
creepy is
I'm
captured.
trying to join.
Both friends hadn't noticed
Get it.
anything peculiar in the video until one of their moms had seen the footage.
This is my daughter and her friend. Please watch closely between them. No one else was up in my home.
Watch
Heather, the mother in
between-
question, is baffled by this footage,
Okay, so
given
this
that
is
it
their
took place
mom.
inside her home, where other strange things have happened before. Occasionally, she would catch her dog looking at something that doesn't appear to be there.
Once again,
And
there's
other
dogs
times, she would
looking
see
at
her
stuff.
cat staring at a space that's completely empty. Now, although she thinks there might be an explanation for both common occurrences, she can't say the same for the following incident.
All right, let's see this
footage
video.
is unlike anything she's ever seen. It's late at night when this is captured.
This is my daughter and her friend. Please watch closely between them. No
Okay.
one else was up in my home.
Watch
Look
between
between them right
I'm a crochet crafty
now.
woman.
What is that? What is that? What is that, bro?
What was meant to be a fun little video has turned into a scene out of a horror movie. Without realizing
What
it,
is
both
that?
friends have
It-
caught something moving in the background.
It looks like a.
It appears briefly for just a split
Like a
second
spirit-
before exiting from view.
Oh,
Whether a person
dude, he reversed the video. I thought the spirit started going back and forth. No, he just reversed it.
or something else. No one had noticed it until the video was sent to Isabel's mother.
What?
It was shortly thereafter that both girls became aware of this mysterious figure.
Dude.
While it isn't certain as to what was captured, they can't
It
help but
looks like a
think
ghost is on a roller coaster. It's like going up. Like it's not going straight. It was like going up. It's like the ghost is like going to heaven or something.
that something otherworldly was present
Dude,
during
they
that
were
night.
at a slumber party. They were at a sleepover, bro. I would go home ASAP. All right, this next one apparently is really, really, really juicy. I read the comments before I clicked on this video, and they said number 3 is really, really scary. So
Now, this next video was recorded by a security guard who was on duty during the night of October 30th of 2012.
Okay.
The quality of the video may not be the greatest, but it's
Okay.
what happens in it that definitely makes up for it. The guard who took this was disturbed, to say the least. Although where they work is well known for strange happenings, the parking structure of a Costa Rican mall is the last place they would think of as being haunted. But this isn't surprising, as many
Haunted
visitors of this mall
garage?
have caught footage of something strange in the parking lot. It's really the reason why most people don't like parking here at night. Even to this day, security guards are hesitant to patrol the parking lot at night, as stories and videos like this have left them pretty spooked.
Parking
The year
garage
is 2012, and on this night, a security guard sees that one of the cameras inside the parking lot is sensing motion.
Motion
The
detected.
space is entirely empty, so there shouldn't be any movement going
Now
on.
that is weird.
Not sure what's happening. The guard calls someone to check the space.
way.
But as they check, this happens.
No way, somebody actually went. Alright, let's see. This blurry old video, he was recording on a mechanical pencil. Somebody's walking to go look. Oh my god. He said, look behind you, and he looks behind him. Dude. I think there was something. Did you see something?
Correcto, correcto.
I
Aquí
saw
salió algo
something
raro.
weird. Oh my god, you better come back here.
Y véngase mejor.
What? Dude. What the hell was that? Don't tell me there's more. No.
As seen on video, the parking structure is devoid of any visitors during this time. It becomes apparent
Bro.
as to what was being picked up by the camera.
This
A dark
guy's
shadow-like
walking,
figure
and
that appears out of
a
nowhere.
ghost was behind
In a stealthy
him.
manner, the shadow
didn't even
inches closer
know.
and
Look at
closer
this.
to the unsuspecting guard
It
before
goes
suddenly
away,
vanishing
and
in
then
an
he
instant.
turns around.
Although taken in
It went away right before he turned around.
2012,
That is
visitors
creepy,
continue to
bro.
report strange occurrences within this parking lot, and no doubt believe that the San Pedro Mall in Costa Rica is haunted.
This
through
is a San Pedro Mall in Costa Rica. What the heck? Bro, I never heard about a mall being haunted. Even a mall's parking lot being haunted. That is creepy. And that guy didn't even know that he had a ghost right behind him. Imagine how he felt when he came back in and the guy showed him the video of the ghost behind him. Oh my god. All right, here's number 2. Let's do it. Oh god, this is gonna be
Now,
creepy.
this next video comes from a woman named Kels, who in 2020 caught footage of something she can't explain to this day. The majority of her videos consist of her in front of a camera while doing tarot card readings. She's been doing this for quite some time now, but among all her videos, one in particular stands out from the rest. It was while doing a tarot card reading
What the
that
hell's a
Kels
carrot
captured
card?
this.
Let's
I
see.
keep hearing stop. The music just stopped. Weird. Anyway, I keep hearing stop. And the fan just turned on. Okay, that's the message I'm getting. In order for you to go where you need to go, you need to stop where you are now and let spirit take over. With the Four of Wands card, I'm definitely seeing there's a union. There's somebody waiting for you on the other side in love. But you also have opportunities coming in.
What's she talking about?
Your spiritual journey. Your spiritual journey about to take a whole new level, a whole new turn.
Okay, so she's talking about,
because
like,
you've been patient for so long. If you look at
spiritual
let's see if I can get
stuff.
close. If you look at the Eight of Pentacles, you
To Kels, this occurrence doesn't faze her, considering that this has happened many times before.
Okay.
It was just then that she was able to get it on camera. Despite the music stopping on cue and the fan suddenly turning on only seconds later, Kels does not think this was merely a coincidence, but rather someone or something trying to communicate with her. Everything that went on during this moment, according to her, was a sign. But of course, like all videos, you be the judge.
Dude, she
Was
wasn't
something
even...
supernatural at
Bro,
work here?
she didn't even care. I thought she was gonna get like punched by the ghost. She didn't even care, bro. She's been living with them ghosts. She don't give a damn. All right, number 1, the scariest video on the
In this
internet
last
right
video, a woman named Rosanna is lying in bed when the
Oh,
most disturbing thing is caught on camera.
Oh,
Now, although she
what
was
the hell
terrified
was
to the
that?
point of being
what is
Paralyzed
that? What is that? Is that the face?
by fear, she tries her best to
Why is that creepy
Film
as hell?
this incident, and for good
I'm about to
reason.
start crying.
Getting this on camera would be the best evidence she's had so far in trying to prove that something isn't right with her apartment. Her place is not what it seems, and it's for this reason that her children can't live with her. Things at home have gotten so bad that
Kids
she fears
can't
for their
live with her?
safety, including her cats. In one video, Rosanna's cat does this.
Oh no. There's something wrong with your house, bro. If your cat is growling at nothing, there's something wrong with your house. I mentioned how my cats like look around and stuff. My cats just might have autism or something. They might just be dumb. But dude, your cat growling? No. Dude, the cat is fighting
Rosanna's
nothing.
choice to keep her family away from this place is mainly due to this and many other occurrences.
Dude, move out.
But as of recent, something's happened that's
What is that? What is that? That's so creepy.
convinced her to keep not just the family away, but also herself. It's late at night when this is captured.
What is that? Dude, what is that? Why is that bag swinging? She's breathing so hard. No. Nope, that's a ghost. That's a ghost. And I don't know what that is. It might be a book or something, but it looks like a face. I don't know what that said. That's Spanish. Dude, that's a ghost. Wow. Wow, dude. That's actually a ghost. Books falling off the shelf is What was that? Did something just explode in her? Dude, the ghost is making a fire or something. The ghost is a caveman. Is her cat cooking food?